Mom notices odd mark on son's foot before learning the urgent reality. As a new mother, there are a lot of things you can prepare for. Stocking up on the essentials like diapers, cute onesies and the warmest of blankets will get you off to an amazing start. However, there are some things about being a parent that no one will warn you about.
Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos.
When Heather Frick noticed something was seriously wrong with her newborn, she was puzzled as to what the problem could be. But upon closer inspection, she was soon rushing her baby to the doctors, and now, she's got an urgent warning for parents everywhere. Heather Frick was preparing for the busy holiday season. Adding to the already hectic time of year, she was now a mother of two, and her son, Jacob, was only 10 weeks old at the time. On the night in question, the family was getting ready to go to a holiday party with friends and family. Jacob was just waking up from his 2-hour nap when Heather fed him and changed his diaper. He seemed to be acting totally normal. Heather then handed Jacob off to his father, Tommy, so that he could get the baby dressed while she finished getting ready. While debating sock choices for the infant, he noticed something that made his heart stop. 2 of Jacob's toes looked different. He observed a drastic color change to the digits and a very strange indentation on them. They were swollen and didn't look good at all. He called Heather into the room. Immediately, she rushed through the door and took a look at what Tommy had noticed. She agreed that something was definitely wrong with the baby's toes. When she took an even closer look, she came to a strange realization. There was an imperceptibly thin string tying 2 of his tiny toes together. Now that she thought she had a clear picture, Heather carefully tried removing the strange strand from his toes. When she removed part of it and held it up to the light, she knew right away what had ensnared her poor baby's toes. Her heart sunk when she realized it was actually her own fault. The culprit was a strand of her own long brown hair. Somehow, possibly during his nap, the hair had gotten wrapped around his toes. As Heather could remove part of the hair, she knew she needed to take this to the professionals. The family got in the car and rushed to the emergency room. His toes were not yet looking better, and the parents were still extremely concerned. When they reached the hospital, they couldn't believe what the doctor said. Upon examination, the doctor explained the problem was called a hair tourniquet, which is particularly dangerous to infants and young children. There was still work to be done before Jacob was completely out of the woods. Heather explained it took a team of 5 doctors over an hour to successfully remove the rest of the hair tourniquet from Jacob's toes. When they were finally done, the doctors praised Heather for having removed what she could. Then, they told her terrifying news. The doctors said if the hair strand had been wrapped around his toes for much longer, there was a real possibility that he could have lost them entirely. Understandably, Heather and Tommy were very shaken up by the stressful ordeal. Thankfully, they could bring Jacob home that day. It would be a few days until his toes were all back to normal, but he was on the road to recovery. After the visit, Heather had a very specific mission she wanted to accomplish. She took to the internet to post about the whole thing. She wanted to reach out to parents. She was hoping her story would help inform them about what can happen if you're not paying extremely close attention. Heather posted a picture of the damage done to Jacob with a grave warning for parents of infants. She told them to look out for this anomalous condition and added another tidbit of advice for parents with boys. In her post, Heather advised checking everywhere for those lethal strands of hair, even in their most private areas. Yes, I said penis. Our hair can be such a hazard, but it's something that we never really pay attention to, she wrote. Since sharing her story, Heather's warning has gone viral and has almost 500,000 shares. Surprisingly, this condition isn't quite as rare as she originally thought. People commented on her post and shared their experiences. "This happened to my daughter's finger," one mom commented. "She wrapped her own hair around it while she was sleeping, and it was just lucky I checked in on her before I went to bed as her finger was already blue." If Heather's mom's skills had not kicked in so quickly, the injury could have been so much worse. And from something as innocuous as a strand of hair. Another mother chimed in with a terrifying story of her own. For example, when Anastasia Jancarelli found herself in the hospital with her baby because of one simple thing. She wasn't sure what time it was or how long she'd been there. When you're in the hospital with your baby's life on the line, time seems to stop completely. Please share this with your friends and family.